Hi, everybody. Welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. So I know it's 11 a.m. and I've been working hard for the money. Okay, I can't sing and I can't dance, but it's 11 a.m. and the reason that we are doing this live a little bit earlier today is because I am headed to Charleston. Leva just covered, I believe it's the Charleston magazine, so she is having an event today. And I believe it's going to be like Madison and a few of the other Southern Charm people. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to the event and I just it's a 2-hour drive for me. So I got to get there and I get to go stay with my best friend, Lori, who Ashley, our special guest from Taste of Reality, also really, really likes. But guys, I wanted, just in case I didn't make it back in time tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics, I wanted to do a little bit of a mashup. So not only are we talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Paige DeSorbo, Craig Conover, and Jennifer Aydin doubling down on her garbage behavior at Jersey Mike's, we got a lot to discuss. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, before we jump in, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, if you're watching, don't forget we are starting our Blow Not Booze challenge on January 15th. Your chance to win $500. You can, and it's more so for us to have you guys test out our new CBD company, Blow. So you're going to take a before photo, January 15th. You have 30 days. February 15th, we're going to see what happens, or 14th, whatever the date is. And the Addams family is going to vote. And whoever has the best before and after, based off of the opinion of the Addams family, that person wins $500. So it's kind of a win-win. But enough about Blow. Let's talk about me. Just kidding. Let's talk about Ashley. Welcome, Ashley, from Taste of Reality. Hello.
Good morning to you, Adam. And Pippa, I saw back there.
And I also wanted to, because I was trying to hit the points. One, good morning. I was trying to hit the points on everything. And I said this in my videos earlier. Guys, LA right now, I literally saw this morning, because Jason and I lived there for so long. That is like where we met. We met at Pump. It has such a special place for us and so many other people. It's really not about me. It's not about anything like that, but it's so devastating, guys. People's homes are burning, their animals are losing lives. Like, people are losing their lives. People are losing everything that they know. And if you guys aren't familiar, State Farm stopped providing fire insurance, I believe, like 3 years ago. So even somebody like Garcelle, if you guys are watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she just built that beautiful new beach house. She worked her whole life for it. And if something, God forbid, happens to it, it's like, this is potentially not covered. So these are people's lives, and just, we are sending all the love and prayers. And I don't want to cry. I'm a Cancer, but it's serious.
It's awful. And everything that we say today, we're going to go light here because we need some fun, but that does not take away that people's livelihoods, their memories, like you said about Garcelle, we saw Heidi and Spencer lost everything. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody. I mean, the list goes on. Never mind all the common folk. I mean, it's horrible. It's honestly some of the most traumatic, awful things. We just saw Florida flooding a few months ago, and now we see California on fire. Like, we've got to do better by Mother Nature here, friends.
No, she's pissed, but like,
yes.
Even you guys, like the Wax Museum in Hollywood burned down. If you guys are familiar with Malibu, I hate this stuff. It's sad. But we are going to turn this around, because I don't want to make this like sad. And I'm a Cancer, you guys. I feel shit, and I am sorry. But yeah, sending all the love and anything that we can do. And there are so many different programs right now that are collecting money.
And we have some links at Taste of Reality on Instagram. So please, if you can, it's zero pressure, but if you can help anybody, they would appreciate it.
Yeah. But okay. So moving on, and not like a Passover, you guys. I'm a little bitch, and I'm sorry. We are going to, where do you want to there was so much in last night's episode.
Okay.
Let's start with Salt Lake City.
Okay. I'm just going to interject real quick before we start on Salt Lake City. I'm actually live on TikTok right now. The reason is there were a whopping three people in the Addams family who said, Imani and Ashley should cover the traders. And because of you three people, Imani and I are going to cover the traders. We're going to be doing it on TikTok Live starting tomorrow at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. So find us here on TikTok for our recaps because my sweet Adam doesn't watch the traders, but we can still be friends.
No, and also that's true. You guys, I know there's so many of these different shows that you guys, the thing is like, even when we come on and do these lives, it's such an escape in a community, essentially. Like, people come in the live chats, they know each other, they check in on each other. That's why when I was doing the live shows with Zach, it was really fun. And I felt like we were bringing so many different people together that had this one commonality of just being a part of the conversation. And it was really magical in a crazy way. I know that sounds wild, but we made friends for life. I made friends for life, but I know people in the audience made friends for life that they still talk to. They still, now they go on vacations, and it's really cool connecting. So I don't cover traders. If they're covering traders, Ashley and Imani, you have to go be a part of the conversation because I know so many of you guys are diehard fans. Ashley and Imani are great. They have sometimes similar personalities, but sometimes Imani pops off a little bit, and I catch her getting a little frisky in there because
saucy, and I stand.
She gets a little saucy, and I remember the other day she was like, "What the f are you?" And I was like, and I saw your eyes, and you went like this, and I was like, "Yes, Imani, go on, go off, girl." Like, I want to see it.
Yeah, I love it with spots off.
Yeah, I was like, I want to know what you're like when you're not on camera. Like, this is great.
But amazing.
No, go be a part of the conversation, you guys. We have over 200 people in the room, and speaking of being a part of the conversation, it's always okay to be on things like this where we are recording live. What's not okay is when you record somebody without their consent. Brittany Bateman. Can we start there?
Let's start with Brittany. It's Brittany B. Yeah. Oh, and my apologies to Whitney Rose. The edit fooled me. It looked like those women were screaming at Whitney, but
did I say it was Brittany?
You said it was Brittany the whole time.
Oh, thank you, because I didn't want to be wrong about that, but I was like, there's no way. Whitney's not dumb enough. Whitney's already in a ton of shit.
Right. Well, also, and yeah, no, she's already in it, but we have to talk about the Watch What Happens Live also, because I was shocked to see Whitney on there again.
Jason said that, by the way, and I am not going to, I didn't know, you guys, my dad is a redhead. So I did not inherit the red hair. I look like, I think I favor more of my mom. It's weird. When I was little, I looked like my dad, and then I kind of like Blue Ivy. She started off looking like Jay-Z, and now she looks like Beyonce. Like, we morphed. And, you know, like, I feel like I favor my mom a little bit more now, and I don't have red hair, but my dad has it. I did not know there was redhead awareness. No, I will not be dyeing my hair red to give to redhead awareness. But last night, Whitney was on the show because her daughter has red hair. Her family is obviously very, very cute. And her daughter has red hair, Bobby. And she dyed her hair red to raise awareness for
so sweet
redheads. I didn't raise awareness for what? I'm just confused.
I guess Wendy, or why did I just say Wendy? Whitney said that her daughter's being bullied for having red hair just because she's like the only one. And, you know, I kind of took it as, you know, like if somebody's, you know, sick and they have to shave their head and their friends shave their heads, I kind of saw it that way. Like, she didn't want her daughter to head, so she dyed her hair red. The saddest effing thing though was that they did a poll and the people didn't like Whitney's hair. I felt so bad. That was such a flop for our queen, Bobby, who is beautiful and has so much beauty inside and out.
Yeah, but Bobby is such a cute little girl, but that's her natural. I think it's different when you're naturally that, you know?
Right.
It
goes with your coloring better.
Right. It's like if, you know, like I dyed my hair blonde tomorrow. It's not necessarily me, and it's not going to fit me. And if I came on here with blonde hair, you guys would probably be like, it's a no for you. But that's because it's not, you know what I mean? That right. First of all, having something that a lot of other people don't have it's like a gift. It's like a superpower. You know, like I have green eyes. A lot of people don't have green eyes. Bobby has red hair. It's so cute. It's like just, it is your thing. It is your special little unique thing. And if people want to sit there and bully you or be nasty, that is on them. It is not on you. And I do, as watching her, now that you explained it that way, I think that's a great thing for her to do as a mother, because it's showing I stand with my daughter. I'm not going to sit there and like, I'm not going to make fun of it. I think that really, that was an act of a great mother. I can't say anything.
It was just overflowing with kindness and love. And Whitney's
I
a
agree.
really, really good mom.
I do like her better as a blonde. I do. But I do understand.
I mean, literally, she could do whatever and she would be beautiful. Whitney did it. Is it just me? Did she give major like early Britney Spears vibes to you guys this season? Like, she just looked like early 2000s Britney to me several times over this season. And obviously that's a huge compliment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pregnant pause, Adam. My God.
No, I just
Craig.
No. I'm getting myself ready because I think I'm walking into a lion's den today.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wonder who's going to be at Leva's party today.
Well, it's just like, remember when we talked about it walking into Kathy Hilton's party, and I was like, Ashley, I'm going to get it. It's coming. And Ashley was like, we're going to be positive and we're going to, and I was like, I'm positive my ass is about to get reamed at this party. And she's like, well, let's just go in it like this. And then Lori was like, no, no, no. And then lo and behold, and Ashley too. Yeah. Ashley's the first person that's right in it with me. Like, not only did she not, she was like, no, it's not going to happen. But then when it's happening, Ashley's like, like, what is going on? But no. So yeah, I'm just gearing myself up because if I see Craig today, I might have to answer for some Paige stuff. And also,
you didn't make anything up.
I didn't make anything up, and
there's nothing you did wrong. If he's upset about it, that's his problem, not yours, because he's a public figure and he benefits when it's good for him. This is the shitty part of his job.
And also, guys, I don't lay down for nobody. Not even you, Craig. Well, I mean, I will lay down for somebody.
Lay down for Craig.
But all right, let's get back to it. So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last night, you guys, over 300 in the room. Smash the like button, show some love, and let us know what you guys rated last night's episode. 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. I'm curious. I'm gonna let that pop off in the live chat, but really the big concern was this recording. Why? And when Brittany was recording, to sit there and pretend like when she was recording the seat, and like to sit there and pretend like, oh, well, I didn't know, and then change her story 4 times. I was like, girl, why would you? It's already being recorded.
Well, and that's the thing that was so funny. And I'm so glad Andy, his skit at the end of Watch What Happens Live last night was hilarious. Him yelling at the camera, like, are you recording me? Are you recording me? And he like freaked out and it was hilarious. Like, did all of those women forget that the Sprinter van has mics? It has cameras. Do I understand the point of why they were upset? Of course. But it's not like they weren't already being recorded. And even maybe it was Garcelle who said it to Bose earlier this season on Beverly Hills. She's like, no matter what you do, you got to keep your receipts. You got to keep your receipts. If Brittany was in the middle of the conversation and I feel she was trying to like, if she was being done dirty, she felt, and she was recording to say, hey, you said this. I kind of feel like that's playing the game, but the conversation had nothing to do with her. And I thought the whole thing was really, really, really tacky. And I love me some Brittany Bateman, but ooh, that was not cute.
Well, you know, also to be fair, I understand. I don't think it's the whole argument is not that you're recording when they're filming. The argument is if you're capable of recording even while you're filming, when we're having private conversations that are off camera, are you still doing this shit? And who was the one who called her out in the Sprinter van saying, are you recording right now? Was it Whitney?
Angie.
Oh, it was Angie?
Yeah, it was Angie.
And I was like, and I knew it was Brittany. I was like, and no, nobody told me this. I didn't get inside. I was like, there's no way it's going to be Whitney. I knew it was Brittany, and then Brittany, and I will run into her one day. It'll probably be at BravoCon. She's gonna tell me I'm an asshole. I'd be like, get in line. We're gonna just like go down the line, and it's great. And it's like me with Angie Katsunavis. Like we do this every time. It's like, Adam, you said this about me. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't actually mean that, but I do mean this. And then we talk it out, and then we end up leaving in a better place. And I think that's probably what's gonna happen with Brittany. But Brittany, girl, you gotta pick a lane, because my girl Bethany Frankel said it best. You cannot be the villain and the victim at the same time. Don't do silly shit that you obviously know. If you're sitting there trying to hide it with your hand all cockeyed and weird, trying to hide your camera phone while you're recording people, you know something's wrong with it. If you're changing the story 4 times in 30 seconds, you know something's wrong with it. But then what you want to do after that is you want to get out of the van and go sit there and have a moment where everybody feels bad for you, where you're crying your eyes out because it was too much. And it's like, what I don't like about, I am so Mary Cosby in this scene. She knows she was wrong. You can't cry your way out of that. I'm like the worst person with that kind of stuff, even though I'm emotional and a Cancer, and I will cry for anyone. If I catch your ass doing something and you sit there and you feel like you're backed into a corner and you give me crocodile tears, you're going to hate me. You're going to think I'm like the meanest person in the world, because I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, clean it up and let's have a conversation. And for her, I thought the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. The fact that she lied was just ridiculous. Again, knowing you're on camera and that they have receipts of this, and the fact that she changed her story 4 times. I really enjoy Brittany on the show, but it's obvious she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And the fact that the whole thing was messy, but I have to say, I can't believe how much grace everybody at that table gave her later on when she came out with the revelation that she was sleeping with Jared Osmond. Is that it? Yeah, Osmond. Like, everybody knew you were sleeping with him. And then the fact that she's like, but I'm holding on to so much guilt because of my religion. I feel she pulled that out just because she knew it was in the hot seat. And she pulled that out for emotional. She wanted people to feel sorry for her. And it worked. And I love that the ladies were able to empathize with her, even though they were mad at her. But it was just so transparent that she was trying to, like, those were sympathy tears. And she didn't want to talk about what she did wrong. And I want you to know, Brittany, I love you, but I see right through you. We all see through you.
I mean, let's also just kind of add in here really quick. I don't know where the photo is, because if you guys listen, if you guys don't know Ashley that well and you guys are new here, Ashley loves a daddy.
I love a daddy.
And this man is that. Okay. Like, if you see the guy without his shirt off, he looks 10 times better than I could ever hope that I look without his shirt off. He's ripped. The guy is jacked. The guy is rich. And the guy comes from a celebrity family, the Osmonds. You think we didn't know that you were climbing him like a tree? Like, you think we didn't? What?
Right. Well, and I was so glad they called out the double standard. So, like, yeah, you're going to go on this, we're going to pretend. It was Whitney. Yeah, we're going to pretend that you're not sleeping with this guy, even though everyone in the world knows you are. I mean, hello. But then Whitney's like, but you're sitting around drinking, the clothes you wear, not necessarily like Mormon friendly. The whole thing is wild to me. Brittany.
And are you wearing your garments?
Right. Yeah. How are you hiding your garments with those clothes on? I mean, I didn't
even know what garments were until Monica.
Oh, really? I grew up in Vegas, and we have a lot of Mormons here. So I grew up with like a lot of Mormon friends. So I saw a lot of garments growing up. Plus, it's hotter than hell here. And these people have to wear garments in the heat. That's messed up.
Oh my God. There was one time, guys, I was like not at my best. I was definitely like, I was in a heavier phase for myself, which I didn't feel my best. I didn't feel I looked my best, all of this stuff. And I went to a Janice Dickinson party, and I leaned over, and Jason realized that I was wearing my mom's Spanx. And I felt like I threw them away after, because I was like, God, I feel like I'm sweating my ass off in these things. And I said, I'm so sorry, Mom. I took them out of her suitcase, and she's like, where are my Spanx? I was like, I'll buy you some more. And she's like, are you kidding me right now? And I was like, it was so uncomfortable. And like, you don't want them back. I promise. Like, it was gross. Anyways, back to it. No.
So, oh, what a good episode, though. What were the people? Did we get any ratings? I gave it a 9.
Everybody was 10s and 9s.
Yeah.
Well, 7, 8, 10, 8. Pippa, don't lick my foot. 10. Yeah, they're kind of all over the board. But what I was going to say, too, is like, I agree with you. It was by having that conversation, it was a way to get people off the trail. It was a way for people to forgive you. But also, let me kind of add into this. I love Meredith. I'm friends with Meredith. I think that she is such a sweetheart. And I love her as a mom. I don't truly believe it. Just looked like such a joke with her and Heather going through the room looking for a listening device. It looked like such a TV moment, and I thought it was kind of annoying. I'm like, you don't believe that this woman went into your room and bugged your, like...
We're talking about Brittany Bateman here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the girl is putting one leg in front of the other right now at this point. So, like, let alone is she bugging your room?
Are we walking and chewing gum at the same time, Brittany Bateman? That's the question. We're not... I found that to be so ridiculous and self-producing. I hated it. And in fact, I was so glad that Andy Cohen called it out last night.
What did he say? I watched last night. I didn't hear that.
It was a poll. It was one of the polls. He said, did they have any validity in this claim that she was bugging? And everyone was like, it was like more than 90% said that was a ridiculous cause.
I thought it was so dumb. Ridiculous. Yeah. But Meredith got activated. Yeah. You're recording us. And I was like, you know what's wild is there was one time and I had a conversation with Meredith and I was having a bad day. And I happened to I had a conversation with Meredith and she saw like a total meltdown. And I remember the next day being so embarrassed. Pippa, you just turned off my camera. Okay. Pippa, she's right here. But she saw this like whole meltdown. And I remember the next day being so embarrassed to like call her and be like, sorry. And she was like, no, it's okay. Just like you're kind of, I didn't see that coming. And I'm like, yeah, she's a little bit crazy. Just right here. Hi. Psycho. But happy. But anyway, watching her pop off, I was like, oh, there it goes. There she is.
Yep. The fact that and who said this in the comments that Meredith was lingering out, or I'm sorry, what's her face? Brittany was lingering outside of Meredith's room when she was crying, coughing, whatever. Like, yeah, she was lingering out there, but she could be heard. I don't know. The whole eavesdropping thing is a violation, but like you're in a public place, you're being recorded. Like every time you go on, if I walk my dogs around the street, I'm being recorded because of everybody's camera phones or, doorbell, this, that, the neighborhood cameras. Like we don't have privacy anywhere. This is 1984, y'all. Like, I don't know if we have any Orwellians in the house here, but like, here we are. We've actually given the thought police we've given them permission. We've given them access to our microphones. We've given them access to our cameras. It's here, y'all. Our privacy is gone.
And your privacy is down the drain with CCTV, the Ring camera, and the fact that people are probably watching you while you're using your iPhones. Mm-hmm. Jason is he's so funny because he will go through and he purges the hell out of my apps because he's like, no, what is this? What is that? He's like, do you understand how many people are probably watching you and stealing your information right now? Mm-hmm. And then he goes through and he like updates. He had to update my car the other day because I didn't know how to do it. He's constantly updating and like protecting, like, and adding security to my stuff because I'm so clueless. I'm like, I get a text message and it's like, oh, you forgot to pay the IRS. And I'm like, oh, here's my credit card right here. Jason's like, no. Yeah.
I'm tech support for my mother, and yeah, it's been a debacle as of late because of a $299 charge. This is what happens with 75-year-old women. It's a good time.
Well, on top of that, what did you think about Bronwyn in this episode?
I feel like a Bronwyn apologist. I feel like she had good points. I'm not saying she's always right, but I don't think she was wrong in a lot of what she said. Oh, and can I just say real fast? We had that scene, the preview, that's been the big preview all season about you were recording us. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City producers, for putting that in the first scene of this episode and not making us wait all season or even the whole episode for us to get that scene. Like, starting off with a bang is what I love to see.
Can I also bring something up that I didn't see in next week's episode? And unless I missed it this season, do you remember in the trailer where they showed, you know how sometimes like we see the trailer and we're like, where did that scene go?
Mm-hmm. Very much
Do you
so.
remember where they were all Lisas?
That's in the preview.
For next week?
Yeah, for next week. That's the finale. Yeah, they showed that.
Okay, well, because after the episode, it went straight into Sold On or straight into Watch What Happens Live. So I didn't see the preview. So the We're All Lisas is next week.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense because I was like, did we totally scrap that? Because that was in the trailer.
No, it's next week. And I'm sad. We have one more episode before the 3-part reunion. So our little weekly Salt Lake City escapade is going to be ending.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm kind of ready for this. Like, I'm ready to, in a way, just be good on Salt Lake. I've really enjoyed it, but I've also been waiting. I feel like I've been waiting since September of like, you and I have had conversations about, do you put out receipts? Do you not? I've really struggled with this. I don't want to share text messages and things like that because I feel like it's just such a breach. And I also have so many other friends who are in the Bravo world who are filming. And I never want people to think that I would just do that, you know? So it's just been like that, like mind F of a struggle. But also if you stick me in a situation, then, you know, like what the hell you kind of like, kind of got to. So I'm kind of ready for January to be through and Salt Lake City to be over. But
I feel that. And that just means, I think, is it Atlanta that comes on next?
I hope so. I'm ready for some Atlanta.
And I'm ready. God, I love me some Portia Williams.
You know, 2 shows that I just flopped out of this so far, like right now that are currently on is Potomac and New York.
Me too. I haven't watched either one in months.
I just I can't get into it. Aren't you guys doing live discussions on Taste of Reality for Potomac? Is it Amani watching it?
No, we have it for the taste buds, but nobody's watching it. Like, it's funny because we would start off the season with hundreds of comments about Potomac, and then it was 100, and then it was 50, and now we get like 5 comments. It's just not good. Speaking of Potomac, did you see that Essence Magazine wrote a whole opinion piece on how Mia Thornton is a terrible housewife? And they're right. That was a great piece. Essence
and her storyline. Mia Thornton, though, is really just, I find her to be one, none of your stories match up. First, you were a stripper, then you weren't a stripper. You got your man honestly, you didn't get your man honestly. You stole your man, then you cheated on your man. You were with Ink, you weren't with Ink, but then you weren't cheating on Gordon because Gordon gave you a pet. This woman has given so many lies that she cannot keep up with it. It is like a spider web of lies, and it's really annoying to watch because you're dealing with somebody like Giselle and all these other women who are literally clocking your ass and like collecting receipts to make sure, and then you look like a fool. It's cringe. I can't even watch it.
I can't. First of all, Karen is such a turnoff this year, and then Mia, like, I've never liked Mia. I think she brings something to Bravo that doesn't feel like the correct vibe for Bravo. I feel like another network might be more suitable for her because this doesn't feel like the Housewives. Like, I feel like Mariah Carey and she's Jennifer Lopez. I don't know her. Like, that's not why I watch Housewives. I don't watch that for that. Like, it's takes one day.
And also, can I say too, I was thinking about this when I was at the gym this morning. I was thinking about, because I knew that we were going to be talking about Jennifer Aydin today, and I cannot believe she doubled down on her behavior. Also, just like another person who is acting like such a moron right now. And it's not even like, guys in the live chat, It's not like, Adam, you shouldn't talk about women that way. I feel like I'm not calling her a moron. I am saying this kind of behavior, I don't understand it. It's something that I would compare to somebody who is acting like a moron. I'm not calling, I think that she's a very smart woman. So let me just clarify that. But somebody who is so intelligent doing something so stupid and then doubling down on it, which is what she always does, is double down. Let's kind of segue this for a second, because Jennifer Aydin, obviously you guys know, had the Jersey Mike's meltdown at the airport. Well, after she did, there was an employee that came out, and then the woman that she called an 80-year-old woman, her daughter came out. I think it was on tasteofreality.com as well. So you guys can check it out there. Ashley and Amani.
Daughter on the live right now on TikTok.
What?
So hi, the Jersey Mike employee. Raphaela's daughter, Stephanie, is on the live right now. So hi, Stephanie. We love you and your mom.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So yes. So you guys saw this. Well, Jennifer Aydin decided to go to Us Weekly, and let me just give you a reenactment of how this went. She went like this. She was like, I don't know why everybody got so fixated on the word celebrity. Sorry, let me fix this. Like, I'm not going to use the word celebrity, public figure, but let's be honest. Like, I put this out there, and obviously it went wild because I'm a celebrity, but let's use the word public figure for you guys. But honestly, I don't think I owe them. I was trying to get my kid a tuna sandwich at 7 a.m. Gross. And she's like, I'm trying to get my kid a tuna sandwich at 7 a.m. And I think that the Jersey Mike's employees owe me an apology, quite frankly. I think they owe me an apology. And I'm like, how in the hell? What in the narcissistic, ridiculous, insane, crazy, wild mindset? How the hell did you just flip that around?
Mm-hmm.
And who told you that they owe you an apology? Are you insane? Like, did you listen to Andy? Did you listen to anybody? What'd you say?
Did she even have a PR person? If anybody could afford it, you would think it would be her. Like, she handled, she could not do a worse job at being a human in this moment in time. I couldn't believe what I saw. And the fact that she referred to Rafaela, the employee at Jersey Mike's, again in her apology as an 80-year-old woman, and then later on said, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But like you said earlier in the thing, you couldn't refer to her by her name. And then you referred to her as 80-year-old again before you apologized. But the fact that she wanted Jersey Mike's to apologize to her, I hate cancel culture. I think it's really unproductive and limiting. But Babe needs to be on pause for a good long time. She has so much.
She's not coming back.
She's never. I think she just got herself eliminated from all. She referred to herself as D-list. It's more like a V-list. She is really not who she thinks she is. She really did come back and say that Jersey Mike's owes her an apology. And then she gaslit us by saying that we didn't see what we saw in the video. We saw what we saw. Don't tell me what I saw.
And I'm not going to shame you, Jennifer Aydin, but if you're going to sit there and flaunt the diamonds in your big mansion, and it's in Paramus, but your big mansion in Paramus, which if you've been to Paramus, for anybody who lives there, lovely, it's Paramus, right? It's like, and I can say this because like I went to college in Chattanooga, and the mansion is in Paramus. Fine. But if you're going to sit there and shame people about their money and all of the other things, and you got 10 bathrooms that could all day and all of that kind of energy, then at least like add some furniture in the house. You filmed for multiple seasons. There's nothing in the entryway. The house looks bland. The house looks like it's a gorgeous house, no furniture. Stop buying your diamonds and your yellow canary diamonds and put some furniture in the house. Stop treating people like garbage. Stop treating everybody like they're less than. It's one thing that I have such a problem with. It's something that like, even when I go out with friends and stuff, I am so cognizant and aware of how people treat wait staff and hospitality, because my mom is a career server, and she even still to this day is like waiting tables and stuff. And I did it for 10 years. Jason did it. And it's like, I'm just so aware of how people treat people, and watching her attitude and the way that I'm rich, I'm a celebrity. It's like, no, you're an asshole. You're just being an asshole, and you do not treat people like that.
Right.
ever. It's not okay.
And the fact that
And
she
you shouldn't
said,
have a platform.
right. She said that she was fine until the man in line behind her triggered her and that she gets triggered by bad behavior.
What the? What?
Jennifer Aydin said that. She said that.
She must be giving herself like a rash. She has to give herself like the heebie-jeebies because the woman is literally all bad behavior.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I was so glad to see Fans at Sea is replacing her spot on their cruise in September. So now it's going to be Dolores, Teresa, and a special guest that is not Jennifer Aydin.
It's
And I'm
gonna
going to
be
tell
me.
you, the only person I would pay to go on this cruise to see. Could you imagine if they put Melissa Gorga on a boat with Teresa and Louis, Dolores?
Teresa would drop out.
She would drop out, but that is the only way I would ever want to go on a cruise. I mean,
You know who I think it's gonna be for some reason? Unless she just has a problem with like boats and cruises, I feel like it's gonna end up being Dorinda.
It would be wonderful if it was Dorinda.
Just because she's a great time. She's positive, she's fun, she's funny, but also like she has such a great relationship with the ladies.
Mhm.
It's easy. You know what I mean? People love her. She has the star power.
Yeah.
Even last night, like when she kept giving her own little name things, like she's like, they don't call me Dorinda Medler for nothing. And she kept saying Dorinda, like, and she's referring to herself. I'm like, this is really. And when they did her iconic sayings, and Whitney was like, well, my favorite is make it nice. And they were like, oh yeah, shit, we forgot about that one. And Dorinda was like, I've been giving you guys zingers for years.
Right. I was drinking out of my not well bitch cup earlier this morning for my first coffee.
Yeah, see? But now moving on, because guys, we have flights, not feelings to catch. And when I say flights, I mean, I'm going to let the car. Oh my God. Can I give you a complaint really quick?
Please sign in.
Elon Musk.
Ew. Okay.
And Tesla.
Yes.
I have a complaint.
Okay.
My brother and the manager of his moving company, Gabe, Miracle Movers. If you guys need a mover, Miracle Movers. My brother literally killed it. All of my stuff got here. Just best moving experience ever. And it's not just because it's my brother, but it was amazing. I took them out the night before we moved on Sunday. So I took them out Saturday to a Mexican restaurant called Viva in Charleston, right? So I said, watch this, guys. I'm going to let the car drive us. So I let the car drive us, and you got to press down on the little lever thingy, and it knows where you're going as long as you put it in the GPS. It drives us to the Mexican restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. And then it goes to park. And so it pulls up and starts to park. The car parks me half in handicap and half in a regular spot. And I was like,
oh no.
I understand that I have my own internal struggles and issues that I deal with, but like, are you just in tune with me? Like, are you clowning me right now, Tesla? Like, what is happening? But yeah, I thought that was a funny. Anyways, moving on. Last but not least, everybody's been talking about the Paige and Craig situation. Craig finally came out and gave us a little bit of a tidbit of his own on his stories, where he said that he was very shocked by the breakup. He feels like he's lost his best friend after over 3 years, and that it's weird from going from talking to her all the time every day to not talking to her at all. Mm-hmm. He went on and talked about this, but then also Paige went on and she kind of alluded to what happened in a repost, which seemed like it was sort of like a control situation. What did you think about that?
Well, I would like to start off with a tweet that I read that hit home. Or we're calling them tweets because what else are we going to call them? X is stupid. It says, why does Craig get to be blindsided by his breakup, but Lindsay couldn't be blindsided by hers? Did you think that Paige dumped Craig? Did you get that feeling?
Oh, she definitely dumped his ass.
Definitely dumped him. And then it was confirmed when
He didn't want that. He would have never asked for that. He didn't want it. And obviously when he said, I was very shocked, that is all we needed to hear.
Right.
He said, before the holidays, I was very shocked.
Right.
Those are his words. He didn't see this coming.
But I don't believe him. And I'm going to tell you why. There have been rumors for months about their breakup. And even just like a month ago, maybe like 5 or 6 weeks ago, Imani posted an article to Taste of Reality about him debunking rumors that they broke up. People knew, there is no doubt in my mind that people knew that there was trouble in paradise and that people all knew these things were going on. There is not one inkling in my body that believes Craig was blindsided. Maybe by the timing of it, but he knows it wasn't working.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know, oh my God, we're going to have to get together after tonight.
Okay. Yeah, let's chat tomorrow. I can't wait. Honestly, I would love to be, if I had more time, I'd fly out to Charleston today.
You have to fly out anyways. You promised Lori and I.
No, and we can talk about that off air because Imani and I are planning a trip. So
oh, well, I have rooms for you.
Yay.
But no, I don't think that anybody's ever really that blindsided and that calm about it. I think that obviously there were little hints and nuggets being dropped that this could potentially be a thing. But I think that when somebody actually pulls the cord on something and makes it so just concrete, like this is what it is, I think that that is clearly different than a conversation because that's an action, not just a conversation. There had to have been little droplings of this for him to know what was coming, but also I can already peg and tell you guys what's going to happen. He's going to end up dating some person who is probably not on TV doing regular things, and that's amazing because he gets to be the breadwinner, but he needs somebody who is so excited to hunker down and be a housewife in his home and have babies and appreciate his pool and his kitchen renovation and stay put and let him kind of call the shots. That's what Craig needs. Paige is not that person. And Paige she sort of kind of strikes me as the person who's like, well, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. But also, I don't think that Craig had enough money for Paige. I don't think that Craig had enough for Paige. I think that Paige is going to end up marrying somebody very wealthy, somebody who lives in New York. She's still super young. She's going to move at her own beat.
Right.
But she's going to go to another level. The girl's gorgeous. She's successful. She's brilliant. And she's been through a lot of shit, and she knows what she does and doesn't want. I don't even worry about Paige. Paige is going to be fine.
I think Paige and Craig will be fine.
Well, and Craig, you're going to have all of these like teeny bopper girls who are in their late 20s, whatever, and they're going to be throwing themselves, and they're going to be like, Craig, we love you.
We're going to be dropping the things and bending and snapping in front of Craig. It works every time.
How do you think I got Jason? I bent.
And he snapped. Can I just say that I picture Craig dating somebody from The Bachelorette. I see him going through bachelorettes left and right, and let me tell you why. Bachelorettes want men who have done the work. And while he did the work with Paige, we saw astronomical growth in Craig from where he started in Southern Charm to where he is now as a human. Has been a beautiful progression from a man-child to a man. We all have work to continue doing, but Craig is doing the work. That makes him prime candidate for these bachelorette women. He is going to run through these women like crazy. Meanwhile, Paige, and it's funny that the Marcello Hernandez SNL guy rumor, but like I see her obviously with Pete Davidson because he makes his way around, but like I see her with like A-list actors or celebrities, an athlete.
I talked to a friend of hers that's you guys would all know the name of. I think everybody shares the same general consensus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. The girl knows what she wants. It's not like she's not a gold digger. Right. The girl is making her own money. Her apartment's gorgeous. She is successful. She is doing the damn thing. If you want to find yourself a partner who can match you or do more than you, that's not a bad, like, you can't say, oh my God, well, she just wanted somebody richer. Maybe she did. Who cares? She works her ass off.
Right.
She makes a shit ton of money. She's allowed to ask for that. She's allowed to want whatever she wants. That is her prerogative.
Right.
And she is entitled to it.
The feminist in me is like so standing Paige now more than ever. I've always really enjoyed her, but the fact that she has this gorgeous man who has changed his lifestyle for her, that wants children, wants to commit, like literally this is everything that so many people want. And she said, even though this is maybe 90% of single women's dream, single men, single humans dream, it's not for me. And her saying, even though that he's given me this much, and I still am not satisfied, but she has the confidence to go out and look elsewhere. Girl, you do your damn thing. You do your damn thing, Paige.
You little thing.
Obsessed.
Well, with that, guys, it is 11:49. I was supposed to be off here at 11:45. I am so sorry. But if you're watching right now, Ashley is also live on TikTok, and we have more to discuss. I will let you guys know, and I will message Ashley to see if she's available for Hot Messy Topics tomorrow. I just don't know, you guys, if I am going to be back in time. That is why I didn't want to pre-plan it, and I wanted to add some topics in here. But if I am, I'm going to talk to Lori when I get there. Maybe if I leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, I can be back by like 9:40, and we can do that. I will keep Ashley posted if Ashley is available, and if not, then we'll kind of just see where we go. But just in case, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys, if you're not aware, so you can become aware. Ashley, will you let them know if they don't?
Of course. As you can see on the screen, this is our Instagram page, tasteof_reality. We are slowly but surely making our way to 100,000. We just hit over 71,000. So please, we appreciate the follows. Thank you so much. We've recently covered Paige. There's Lala talking nonsense again. We've got Jax being an absolute monster. It's all happening on tasteofreality.com. Instagram, tasteof_reality. Make sure you go to the website, tasteofreality.com. Not only do we keep going with the buzz, anything that's happening in reality TV news, but we also have live discussions where the taste buds, the people who follow us, right there, snarky AF commentary about the shows. Beverly Hills is huge. Salt Lake is huge. They're really getting into Sold on SLC, which makes me so happy. So please make sure you go to the website, tasteofreality.com. And like Adam said, I'm on TikTok now, tasteof__reality. And Imani and I will be doing Traders recaps starting tomorrow because we have 3 hours of a Traders premiere tonight. With all the horrible things going on in the world, I am just going to sit and watch a pretend murder show.
And look, she's live.
That's so weird. Oh my God, this is like a haunted house of mirrors right now.
Oh my God.
You know,
and also, guys, by the way, I don't even know, does my profile even come? I don't even, hold on, let me see if I can.
You're one of the 49 people we follow.
You know, I look like such a dick because I don't have any following, and I've told you this, but like, no, yeah, guys, I put up 6 this morning, and I'm just kind of, I always just like, Jason's like, oh yeah, look, Adam was going through a non-shaving moment. We were moving. And also Adam's gone through a couple moments on here, and I'm not going to talk about myself in third person because I'm not Lala. Anyways, guys, on top of that, I just wanted to add before we go, just remember, people were asking me at the very beginning, Jason and I dropped our new company, Blow CBD. We've been working on it for a long time. It is called Blow. I understand the clever play on the name, but have fun with it. We wanted people to have fun with it on TikTok. I'm going to start a TikTok challenge next month where I want people to get the product and go up to somebody who they think that they would shock the most and ask them, do they want to try some Blow? Whether it's your grandmother, your mother, your brother, your I don't care who it is. Ask your doctor, your physician, ask your dog groomer. I don't care if you ask the woman at the front at your favorite breakfast place before you ask for a sesame bagel toasted. Ask them if they want some Blow and record it. We're going to make such a fun TikTok challenge out of it. But right now, we are starting the challenge, the Blow Not Booze Challenge, to kick off our new year. It starts January 15th. If you guys want to join us, it's a 30-day challenge. You're going to take a before photo. You're going to show us that you bought Blow. You're going to go through 30 days, no alcohol. Let's see how it affects your anxiety, your sleeping, your skin, everything. And then at the end of it, the Addams family is going to vote on the best before and after. It's not up to me. It's up to all of you guys. And the winner is going to receive $500. And I'm not doing one of those like $500 that you can use on blow. No, just $500. You can do whatever you want with it. Pay your bills. I don't care. I just want you guys to partake and be a part of it because I think it's such a fun thing to do. And otherwise, the TikTok challenge, that's going to be some shit. I actually just like, I impressed myself with the shit that I come up with in the moment. And that's going to be a good one. With that, theblowcompany.com. I love you guys. Ashley, thank you so much. And to all of you watching on Ashley and Amani's Taste of Reality TikTok, hello. And thank you for joining us over here on Up and Adam. And Ashley, I'll see you later.
See you soon.
Bye, guys. Smash the like button. See you later.
Bye, Adam's family.
Bye.